So fortunately for us, we live in the state of Pennsylvania. Fortunately for us, we don't live in Florida. Now they're having a governor's race soon, and I saw an interesting video from one of the candidates for their primary coming up, and I wanted to get your opinion on what this guy's opinion is, and spoiler alert, it sucks.
Would you support paid maternity leave for mothers?
No, ma'am.
Why do you say that?
So when we start supporting stuff, when does it end? We live in a generation that's got to work. You know, we keep giving and giving and giving and giving. It comes to a point, when's enough enough? Every situation is different. We don't live in a socialist country. It's an economic status. We live in a capitalist country, you know. We got to quit being socialist. So yes, we need to spend time with our kids, but obviously you work to get out of poverty. But it's sacrifice. You have to have sacrifice in life. Christians, you know, you learn to sacrifice. You crucify your flesh, right, to live in that spiritual realm. I see too many people, women, who can do it. I think today we've created a lazy generation. Maybe a day or two or something like that, but then you see people take advantage of it. My thing is enough's enough of just charity and giving out. And I'm a charitable person, you know. I'm obviously run a ministry that helps people. But there's a difference in enabling and then creating a socialist country.
A couple things I want to point out, and then I'll bring it back to you. The whole working yourself out of poverty thing, his hands look a little bit too soft to be of someone that works. So I don't think he truly understands what he's saying. Other than that, the more pressing thing is he doesn't want mothers to have maternity leave and they need to go back to the workforce. I'm sure you don't have great things to say about him. I'm just wondering about your perspective.
I think there's a man who doesn't have anything in his hand heavier than penis. Basically, he can donate his plastic head to the charity with his cheap costume and awful, disgusting accent. It sounds fake. I believe the men like this must be forcefully pushed towards medical rooms when a woman get birth. Someone must hold their really soft and tender eyes to see how women get birth for hours long. Not just exact moment where kids come out, just all of this. Maybe even have specific monitor on their own stomach to feel the same kind of pain. I really wait for a future when it's going to be possible to give the man opportunity to feel what women feel. And as much as it sounds awful, I believe that's the only one way that men can understand that woman and maternity leave and having a birth and all of this, it's not just a little flu or I don't know.
Just something they could recover from in a day or two.
Yeah, no, it's not like you can lay down and drink tea and a bunch of water. No, it's not how it works. And some women have a birth, it's not comes in a original whole. Sometimes you need to cut them basically to take the kid out just because medically it's impossible for them to have the baby correct way, like a natural way. I'm sorry. It's all correct, but it's there's natural and surgical. So no, I believe you must get birth first to talking about a rights of the women to have maternity leave. Yeah, no, don't have vagina, don't talk about woman.
Yeah, I could totally understand the lack of understanding of what a woman goes through when giving birth. I'm a man, I don't understand. I'm not going to pretend to understand, but I can be empathetic. I could be understanding oh, this is a major thing that's happening to your body, bringing another person into the world. So this candidate's name is Bobby Williams. I tried to find some stuff about him. I couldn't.
Adult men who call himself Bobby?
Don't even get me started on that. But yeah, I don't know if this is a candidate that says inflammatory things for the sake of saying inflammatory things. I kind of truly believe he doesn't really care and really believes in these things. It just sounds like coming from someone who probably wasn't there for his own kid's birth, only cares about bottom line. I think he said something about being in ministry and charity. I think he's only been a minister for a few years from the little info I can find. I think he's just some wealthy guy in Florida that just wants to be in charge.
I think his most charity he does it. He's donate his
sperm to the toilet?
No. Something a little bit more valued. How to Become Minister for Dummies, Volume 1, 2, 3, and 5. 4 he doesn't have. That's the reason why he's so bad. I agree. I absolutely agree with you. Probably not the greatest person to represent not only women, anyone. He feels like that one of those people who say millennials doesn't have a houses yet or doesn't have a business because they drink coffee every day from Starbucks. I really wish that the ruling party of the any country could be age of people who's actually right now living, working, doing something for this country and trying to grow this country, not that old degenerative people who think they know better just because they grow up when the economy was good. Not great. There's always was better and better, and it became worse and worse, but it was much better than it is right now when they can afford a house for $100 cash. Where he's from again?
He's running for governor in Florida.
Don't let him do that. He's gonna show you a middle finger when he's gonna have it. Hi, we interrupt our show because I want to share with you something really special. As some of you know, I am a tattoo artist and also the co-owner of the tattoo shop, Love Spell Beauty in Willow Grove, PA. We are a woman-owned and operate tattoo shop, and we work with the different styles. I personally work with a fine line, and not only, I also do colors and a bunch of different stuff that you can find here with our artist. Every customer we have the great experience in here. You can check it out, our reviews. And we're here to make you a great tattoos. Trust me, we do great tattoos. But you must remember,